see, and because we've watched it all along from 4 years ago to now, the development of that player turn into just such a dynamic all-around player. It's quite amazing to watch her play.
Absolutely. And on the other end of the court, the Brewer Witches for head coach Tanner Ross, taking a look at their roster this year, which is a bit of a narrow roster, and that presents its own set of challenges, especially for the starting five that goes out there for Coach Ross, something we've talked about already in this pregame show, where Brewer has been in many of the games they've played this season for about 24 minutes, and then you get to the fourth quarter and not having that depth, not having the ability to dip into the bench a little bit can start to catch up to you at that juncture.
Yeah, and the coaches, the teams they play and the styles and the coaches that they play against, your teams are scouted. So certain teams are going to play a certain style, and most teams are going to try and push the ball, and if they can play a transition game against Brewer, push the tempo, they understand that's going to get Brewer tired early, because that's the key against Brewer. Because they have size. They have girls that can score. They have girls that can defend. They can play. They can compete, like I said earlier. They have that skill set. They just, the one thing they lack is numbers and depth. So teams are going to try and take advantage of that one thing, and that's to push the pace and try to get them in fatigue or get them in foul trouble. And Brewer, for the most part, has done a good job trying to stay out of foul trouble, but even that affects them earlier in the game and times where they have gotten in foul trouble and they've had to go to their bench a little bit earlier than they normally have to. And those games can tend to turn sideways quicker, but they can compete with anyone.
That peek at the rosters is presented by Danforth Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007 with two great locations, Route 2 in Herman and Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. Tonight's coverage of high school basketball on Ticket TV is presented by Praise Auto Sales. If you're looking for your next ride, Praise on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day and no waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com today. Also presented by the Furniture Gallery. A new year is here, and the Furniture Gallery has just what you need for a fresh start at home. Out with the old and in with comfort you'll enjoy all year long. And at the Furniture Gallery, cozy isn't just a style, it's a feeling. Their amazing selection will make your home your favorite place to be this year. Also presented by Quirk Auto Group. As the Maine weather turns cold, make sure you're ready with a reliable truck or SUV from Quirk Motor City in Bangor. Shop their wide selection of quality pre-owned vehicles built for Maine roads and ready for whatever winter brings. It's your truck. Find it at Quirk Motor City. We'll take one more time out in our pregame show. When we return, we get Chris's keys to the game. We're inside of 8 minutes from the tip tonight between the Witches and the Coyotes, and it's coming up right here on Ticket TV.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in
all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
Hi, I'm Steve Prey. My father built Praise Auto Sales on trust, integrity, and dependability. Today, we work hard to carry on those same qualities. Praise Auto Sales has now grown to 2 locations, which gives you a bigger and better selection to choose from. We have a wonderful service department. They really thoroughly examine every vehicle before we sell it and also maintain your vehicle after the sale. Our financing department works with banks, local credit unions, and alternative financing to help you get in the vehicle of your choice. At Praise Auto Sales, you don't have to wait for a sale. We offer every day guaranteed lowest price. We really are an extended family of grandparents, parents, kids. Come on out and see us and you'll see why we've been in business for 40 years. Plus, we do free appraisals. Praise Auto Sales, Outer Broadway, Bangor.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
There's no reason to be overwhelmed.
No.
We can help you through it.
we're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Celebrate store-wide savings at the Furniture Gallery this holiday season. Grand deals in honor of the grand opening of our 4th location in Topsom. Need a new bed? Purchase a king mattress for the price of a queen, or take advantage of 18-month special financing on select mattresses. The Furniture Gallery has just what you need at prices that fit your budget. Enjoy grand opening savings at all 4 locations, and be sure to visit our new store in the Topsom Fair Mall. The best value for your money is always at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, North Windham, and now Topsom.
Back here in Brewer, getting ready for tonight's Ticket TV contest, a Class A-B crossover matchup on the girls' side between the Old Town Coyotes and the Brewer Witches, making our way towards that 6 o'clock tip time. Coverage on Ticket TV is presented in part by Eastern Maine Community College. At EMCC, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Coverage tonight is also presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today. Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. And we're presented by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, they have been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment. Feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Now you see the Witches there on the left side of the screen, the Coyotes off to our right here in Brewer. Time now to get my broadcast partner, Chris Hoare's keys to the game.
For Old Town, you got to ramp up the pressure defensively. They're a good defensive team structurally anyways, and they can play up in your face. I think, obviously, like we talked about earlier in the game, unfortunately, the weaknesses of the roster player numbers is Brewer just doesn't have the amount of depth. So for Old Town, they need to get up, pressure Brewer, get them moving quicker, make every possession a grind for them, then get out and run. Get the rebound, run. Offensively, Old Town is known for moving with a purpose, really hard cuts, making the defense have to chase them. You got to do the same thing here. Make Brewer have to chase you. Now, Brewer will probably play a zone, but that doesn't mean the ball doesn't move any slower. Move the ball quickly, make the zone have to move. For Brewer, you need offensive movement as well. That pressure defense, a lot of times what happens is the more pressure that puts on you, whether you have the ball or you're standing there and you're being denied, it makes you stop moving. You have to move hard, okay? When the pressure's there, you have to cut hard to relieve the pressure. So Brewer just can't stand. You need to take care of the ball. You got to limit turnovers. You can't have unforced turnovers. And take care of the ball on the inside. Win the rebounds, win the glass. Brewer has size. Get the ball inside and take care of it.
Chris's keys to the game right there, presented by Praise Auto Sales. If you're looking for your next ride, Praise on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day, no waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com today. Coverage of Ticket TV, also presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Well, the teams are clearing the court, getting ready to introduce tonight's participants and get this one underway. That will do it for the Bangor Savings Bank pregame show here on Ticket TV. One more break, and we're back for the tip between the Witches and the Coyotes right around the corner.
Adventure. It's in our DNA. From cross-country road trips to quiet mornings on Maine lakes. For over 25 years, Harvey RV and Marine has been in the business of bringing big dreams to life. To the 1,000 new adventure lovers that chose us this year, thank you for trusting us, for embracing new friends, and reminding us that in Maine, adventure isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Choose your adventure at Harvey RV and Marine, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Herman. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
New or used? What's your preference? If you prefer to buy used, it's smart to buy a Toyota certified used vehicle from Down East. Here's why. All vehicles go through a rigorous 160-point inspection. They come with comprehensive and powertrain warranties, a Carfax history report, and 7 years of roadside assistance. Plus, qualified buyers get low new car financing rates. It's true, the best new cars do make the best used cars. For Toyota certified used vehicles, all roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Have you tried the new Happy Hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road, from work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Share the love at Quirk Subaru. Lease a Crosstrek for just $399 per month. Or save over $4,500 on Outback Touring XT. Supporting local organizations that make a difference in the greater Bangor region. Share the love at Quirk Subaru. Lease a Crosstrek for just $399 per month. Or save over $4,500 on Outback Touring XT. Supporting local organizations that make a difference in the greater Bangor region. It's your Subaru. Find it at Quirk.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Hello.
Welcome back here to Brewer. Balls in the air. The opening tip might have been won by the Witches, but controlled by the Coyotes, and Loring scores at the window to get us underway less than 10 seconds into the contest.
Yeah, I don't think Brewer saw the setup there because Ketch had a definite size advantage off the tip, and no one had Loring on the other side.
O'Donnell looking for a three. Brewer controls it underneath, but right back to Loring. Full court pass up ahead to Ketch, and a left-handed banker. Coyotes playing at an NBA pace to start off this game.
There's that pressure in the half court.
Brewer getting into their offense, skipping it across the court is Gilmore. Chassis going to work on the baseline. Trying to hand it to Ford, now back out top with O'Donnell. Picks up her dribble and needs a little help. Flag dribbling out top. Back over to Chassis, she'll have a look at three. Across the rim, O'Donnell with the rebound though along the baseline, trying to step through Ketch. Couldn't get it up and under, but another chance for Brewer off the offensive glass.
Yeah, that's what Brewer has to do. They got to win those rebounding battles.
Ford into the corner. Back out top to O'Donnell. She'll try a step back jumper, and Ketch had her hand right in it. Loring a bounce pass. Well, Chris, you called her the perfect point guard in the pregame. So far, she has scored off the opening tip, a couple of dimes to follow it up on the next two possessions. And an early timeout here for the Witches. Less than 90 seconds into the contest, 6-0 Coyotes.
Yeah, it was a good possession for Bruin, that, and the aspect that they got a couple offensive rebounds, moved the ball a little bit, got a good look at a three-point shot, didn't go down, but once again, they got the offensive rebound. But as soon as Old Town got the ball, they just take off and go. And when the Taylor Loring's got the ball, and same with Taylor Madden, she pushes the ball so well. They complement each other great as a guard duo. And you got someone like Ketch running down in front as a big player running to the front of the rim. It's nice to be able to have those hands to throw to.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming right here to Wilson Street in Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Pressure on full display by this Coyote defense, and it does force a turnover as Brewer bounces it off the baseline and back to Old Town. Loring jogs the ball up floor.
Brewer comes out in a 3-2 defense here.
Coyotes pass right into the heart of it and then out for a three. Able to keep it in along the baseline was Morgan. Second attempt off by the Coyotes, and now we get a tie-up in the rebounding action, and it will send it back with the Witches. 6-0 Coyotes, 2 minutes, 2 seconds into this one. Ford looks over her options, now starts the dribble, picks it up at the free throw line. Here's an open look at three. A little too strong from Olivia Gilmore. Side rim rebound, once again controlled by Brewer. We've got about half a dozen offensive rebounds, but nothing to show for it here in the early going. At the other end, a whistle going against the Coyotes. No, going against Flag, it looks like, in the attempted stealing action.
Yeah, Brewer starts out in this 3-2 to protect that perimeter shooting that Old Town provides with Loring and Madden. They can really shoot the three, so.
That one put up, almost banked in by the Coyotes. Loose ball rebound pops out to Loring. Morgan goes inside to Ketch. Faces up the opponent, banks it in, but gets called for an offensive foul. Was that the elbow swinging that was the call there?
My guess is that's what happened, because she kind of came across the face. I don't know if there was contact, and Coach Richards was a little bit in disbelief of what happened. But
she looked a little confused by that call. So the scoreline remains 6-0 now, 3 minutes in, as Brewer tries to go inside out. Chassis up fakes on the three, tries to get it back inside. O'Donnell able to push it across the way over to Flag. Left wing three, no good, and we get a whistle. We get a foul going against the Witches.
Say, Olivia Gilmore is one of the most aggressive kids you're going to have out there. She's done a great job on the board so far, and unfortunately she got called for a foul on that, but it was not for lack of effort.
Long cross-court pass over to Loring, open. Look at a three, nothing but net.
It's been open a couple times. I was just wondering when they were going to see the skip to the opposite corner because Brewer's really cheating catch coming across the middle with a backside low person, which opens up the opposite corner.
Ford hounded out top, dribbling into the corner, now to the baseline and stepping on it. Back to the Coyotes. Autumn of Life Home Care is looking to hire reliable, caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their homes. Flexible schedules and an office located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or follow them on Facebook.
Brewer switched to a player-to-player defense here.
Madden gets the ball back off the handoff. A floater in the lane, just a little too much behind it, but she's able to get the loose ball rebound. Now over to Loring, behind the back dribble. Wow. Step back long, two.
She got that ball quickly from behind the back, right back into a settle shot, and great touch.
Going into her bag for that one. That was 2 or 3 moves put together into one fluid motion.
Saw that from an MDI player last night named James Witham.
Brewer still looking for their first point at this end. Flag gives it to Gilmore. Gilmore gets cut off by a couple of Coyotes who take the basketball from her. Loring head up into the front court, finds catch, high banker, and 2 more. They've done all the scoring so far for the Coyotes. 7 for Loring, 6 for catch. There's the first points of the game as Jill Ford is able to fight her way through contact and put it off the glass for the Witches.
And it doesn't take long for Old Town to get the ball down the court, and that's just exactly what we talked about in pregame. Just get the ball and run.
Gilmore thought about a 3, decided against it, goes into O'Donnell, back out to Gilmore, over to Flag. They keep swinging it. Chassie will have a look, catches side rim, and the Coyotes with the long rebound. Madden whips it down low to catch. Caught Brewer sleeping, but Olivia too strong off the window. Definition of a no-look pass right there.
I think she saw her early go to the opposite side and then took a couple more dribbles and just kind of hoped that she was there and got away with it.
15-2 as Chassie goes to work. She wanted a whistle, doesn't get one. Out of bounds, it'll remain with the Witches as 3 new Coyotes check in.
We talked about Brewer size, but Old Town's got some serious length too. The Ketch twins are as bigger player, taller players you're going to see in the league. And then you bring in off the bench Karina Dumont, who normally starts for this team at 5'10", 5'11", who's a really good inside player as well. And Sophie Morgan, they got length as well.
Impressive looking squad for head coach Heather Richards, 6-2 so far this season. Last loss was against Hamden Academy. As Loring goes in for the banker, count it, and 1 off the window. Taylor Loring is doing whatever she wants at the start of this contest.
Probably a couple of years ago, there were some people, what's Old Town going to do when Evans and Emerson and, all their players graduate, Cody.
Well, just reload.
Yeah, exactly. That's a testament to Coach Richards and their program.
Free throw pops out. First thing Loring hasn't done right tonight. She wanted this look at 3 instead.
That's better.
Why have 1 when you can have 3? Old Town 20, Brewer 2. 6 minutes into this one.
Old Town switched to basically it's kind of a matchup zone. They're just rotating out through.
Ketch got her hands on it, stolen away by the Coyotes. Up ahead to Dumont, who bounces it off her foot, but gets it back under her control. Skip over here to another open look at 3. A little too much behind it on the attempt by Heitman. New Coyote into the game. This ball still loose on the court, And Ketch, who is in the stands, comes out of the stands to get her hands on the ball and force a tie-up.
There's some effort there.
Saves the possession for the Coyotes by climbing into the stands. And Old Town gets to keep the basketball down at this end of the court.
That could be the reason she's wearing ace bandages and everything else.
Dumond with a perfect bounce pass to the cutter at the backboard. Timeout on the floor. It's a 60. We'll take it as well. Old Town on top of Brewer by 20 with 1:21 remaining in the first.
Share the love at Quirk Subaru. Lease a Crosstrek for just $399 per month, or save over $4,500 on Outback Touring XT. Supporting local organizations that make it.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Back here in Brewer, 1:22, frozen on the first quarter clock. Old Town 22, Brewer 2. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman. They do repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks. With over 3 decades of experience, Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit the Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page. Also brought to you by UMaine Online, 60-plus online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. Apply now, umaine.edu/online. Brewer basketball coming out of the timeout. As a former coach, Chris, what goes on in a talk like that when you come out off the tip and are met with just an avalanche of offense and, frankly, defense for that matter so far, too, from the Coyotes?
I'm sure Coach Ross has scouted and watched film of this team, and she knew how good they were going to be. And you know there's going to be a storm you're going to have to weather, and you prepare for when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen, and what to say and what to do. And no matter what you prepare for, when it happens, there's a lot of thoughts that go through your head. How am I going to get my team motivated to play differently? You know, if it's mistakes we're doing, if we're just not, we're just not a good enough team to play against them yet, how do I keep them confident? If it's we're making mental mistakes, we're making physical mistakes, how do I motivate that out of them? How do I get them to correct? There's a lot of things that can go, and as a coach, you're trying to judge exactly what that is. And, you're just trying to push buttons and find ways to get through it and get the kids to believe they can get back into it. And it's kind of on the fly. Every situation is different. Every coach is a little bit different in how they do it. And, I've been in a lot of those situations, and they're never handy.
Taylor Madden with a cutter and 2 more for the Coyotes. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brewer getting ready to dip into their bench. Chassis with a handoff. Flagged O'Donnell from the elbow. Down inside of 10 seconds remaining. Cheney, one of the bench players out there for the Witches right now. As that shot comes up empty. Can the Coyotes get off a chuck? No, they opted for the pass up court and beat by the buzzer. After 1, it is all Old Town here in Brewer. Coyotes 24, Witches 2. Quarter number 2 up next on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Back here in Brewer for the start of the second quarter on Ticket TV, where our coverage is brought to you in part by Old Town Redemption Center, the original redemption center of Old Town for 30 years. Family owned and operated, open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Find Old Town Redemption Center, 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. Taylor Loring with 12 points in the first quarter. Emma Ketch with 8 before checking out of the game. Their team on top by 22. Brewer basketball here as we open up the second. A couple new players out there for the Witches. Lily Clark, one of them, just dumped it into the corner. Double team comes for Chassie. She gets it down low. O'Donnell spinning, goes off the window with a rebound controlled by the Coyotes. Lauren quickly has it up court. 2 passes, and actually they got a little too far. They got beyond the basket that time. Ketch got tripped up trying to walk the tightrope along the baseline and shuffle her feet.
And that's another breakout by Old Town. They know where to go. They know where to go with the ball to push it up the court without it taking too many touches on the floor, and their players know where to run to on the spots to get out on the break. And obviously Ketch has been trained well. She goes right to the block on ball side.
Out of play, it'll stay with the Witches here, 38 seconds into the second quarter. Basketball brought into Clark out on logo. Ford with a little bit of a fake, dribbles into a 3 straight on. Good looking shot, but it pops off to Ketch. Loring, long lead pass up ahead. Dumont through her hands and out of play. Only thing slowing down the Coyotes right now are themselves on these last 2 possessions with the turnovers. O'Donnell shot offline there. Another long lead pass up ahead, tipped out of play. And after that last one, Coach Richards with a word or two for a point guard.
Yeah, and if you're Brewer and you're the top of the key when the shot goes up on the offensive side of it, you got to immediately retreat back to half court. We used to have something called the get back girl, which basically meant if you're at the top of the key or we designated someone, you automatically, when the shot went up, you were the person that automatically ran back, and you weren't in the rebound action. We didn't need you to be an offensive rebounder. We need someone to get back and play defense, and Brewer's got to look out for that because Old Town's trying to release on everything.
Loring too strong on a deep 3, out of play to the Witches.
There's some games you have too, because you have certain teams that could run sideline and secondary breaks that were very well run, so you need to get 2 people back.
That is certainly what the Witches are dealing with tonight from the Coyotes.
A lot of that goes into that, you get a team that's pretty confident that they're going to win a lot of the rebounding battles too, and that's Old Town.
Chassie tries to heave up a 3. Flag with some close defense on Loring, so she gets it off to a teammate. Dumont going to work, now picks it up at the right elbow. Back with Loring, quickly back to Dumont, who gets cut off. Baseline floater catches all parts of the rim and falls through for Sophie Morgan, her first bucket. The senior in the score sheet now for the Coyotes as Flag crosses the timeline.
Yeah, she's another one for Old Town that's come a long ways from a couple years ago. Really developed into a quality player for Old Town.
Flag out to O'Donnell. Look at 3. Falls off the front of the rim. Again, there's Gilmore trying to mix it up in the rebounding action, but the Coyotes pull it out. Loring trying to get it to Dumont, poked away. Karina has it out top and returns it to her point guard.
Karina's got tape on her pinky. She missed a game a couple games ago. We did, and she was on the bench with something wrapped on her hand, so I think obviously an injury. She just doesn't look comfortable yet catching it with that hand.
Catch with a long jumper over everything and a rebound pulled down by the Witches. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Only 2 points to show for it. Those belong to Sophie Morgan. Flag, a nice move to get around her defender initially before going to Ford in the corner. Ball fake, now a 3 off the screen. Too strong, an offside glass. And a rebound pulled in by Dumont. Loring the other way, a little hesitation move. She was looking down low, bounces it to Ketch, who gets it up on the rim, but the shot falls off. One and done has been the theme of quarter number 2, both ways.
Yeah, they're not shooting quite like they were, but they're certainly continuing to push the pace, though.
Gilmore, quick catch and shoot off the window. Dumont piling up the rebounds here since entering the action. Quick trigger three at the other end. Goes out of bounds and the other way to the Witches. Coach Richards making a triple substitution right now. Taylor Madden, Lindsay Heitman, and Olivia Ketch back into the game. Both catches out there right now for the first time tonight. Stepping into a three here for the Witches is Flag underneath. That size coming in handy. And the Coyotes have another rebound. Madden streaking up court, throwing it down low, and had so much muster behind that one. Our post players were ducking out of the way. Looked like Joe Milton trying to throw a 5-yard slant right there. Taking the head off of a teammate.
Yeah, that's when the receiver doesn't realize that the receiver is open, but the quarterback does see the receiver open.
Brewer with a stumble and another takeaway by the Coyotes. Into the front court here. Madden for three, and she's got it. Oh, just a long two. Had a toe on the line.
Yeah, she's such a smooth player. Gets into her shot quickly, and really not a whole lot of effort to get it off.
Down the other way, Gilmore tied up. Now gets it off into the corner. Chassie will put a three up. Shot no good, but the rebound pops to Flag. We got a foul. And it was after the shot went up.
Yeah, Ketch kind of lost her balance and went into the legs of Chassie when she was coming down.
Fouls on number 30, Olivia Ketch. Changing the roll count, number 10. Taylor Lewis, number 32. Serena Dumont. Checking for the Witches, number 15.
3:07 remaining on the clock here in the first half. Old Town on top by 26. Coverage tonight on Ticket TV brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference, 99 Thatcher Street, and online at BennettAutoCenter.com as the Witches get an easy bucket off the inbound. Jill Ford underneath.
Yeah, well-run sideline out-of-bounds play for them. They set a back screen at the elbow for her, and she just ran to the rim, and good pass from out of bounds to her.
Gilmore head down all the way, and the shot falls off the rim. Madden bounces it across to Lauren, who takes one dribble and goes off glass.
They've probably run that a time or two in their career.
Flag with a long look at the rim before starting her dribble move. Trying to get it over to Cheney, who was able to save it in front of the Coyotes bench. Skipping it near side to Flag. She'll try the three and knock it down.
I was wondering if she was going to do that. She's a reluctant shooter, but she can shoot it. She's got some touch, and finally she decided just to pull the string because she had some space a few times when they've given her the ball.
Dumont with an up fake going all the way to the rim and just a little too strong on the take. The ball pops right back to her and goes off the glass for her first two.
Can't leave her.
Steps into a three. Too much behind it. Rebound batted around and controlled by the Coyotes.
Yeah, Old Town fortunate on that. They switched. They've been switching when the ball comes across the top, and one girl left her and thought someone else had her and left Ford all alone. She can knock down that shot.
Coach Richards had to burn a timeout there because the Coyotes were close to getting a backcourt call on them. Just a 30-second timeout with 71 seconds remaining in the half, so we'll hold it right here, and I'll tell you about the Growing Place. They've been helping families grow for less and polishing your home in style for a fraction of retail cost. Check them out first, check them out often. Do Green, sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Coverage tonight also brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire has you covered. Since 1927, the best in tires and service. Find it at 514 Colbrook Road in Herman or at BangorTireCompany.com. And Pat's Pizza in Hamden, whether watching or playing basketball, can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. Coyotes basketball here. Loring. She's been on the court for this entire first half. If she had a breather, it was quick.
I think she came out a couple times. A little short rotations. Could be wrong, though.
1:03 left as Brewer gets it back in. Coyotes just cutting off Brewer anytime they try to turn towards the hoop. Dangerous pass there, poked away from behind, and now Old Town has it. Loring trying to beat the defense down. Oh, great feed from Dumont to a cutting teammate.
Once again, that's another senior to senior to senior. That Loring to Dumont to Madden. Ball never touched the floor. Great breakout.
And a turnover by the Witches. Taylor, 4 points in the first quarter, 4 points in the second quarter. 10-5, the Coyote advantage here in quarter number 2. Loring crosses the timeline with 16 seconds remaining in the half. She goes all the way to the rim, too strong on the take, and now Brewer can jog their way into the final possession. Flag with 5. Brewer's got to get something going here, though. She picks up her dribble, passes off to O'Donnell, long 2 to beat the buzzer, and it's off the mark. We have reached the intermission here in Brewer. Coyotes in front of the Witches, 34-7 after 16 minutes tonight on Ticket TV. Don't go anywhere. Our halftime show comes up right after this.
The hands-on experience is such a crucial part of education, period.
The faculty are incredible. They work so hard to make sure that all their students have what they need to succeed.
There's all kind of opportunities, and I'm just very grateful knowing that I have a job lined up full-time when I graduate, and that is all thanks to coming to Hudson.
Share the love at Quirk Subaru. Lease a Crosstrek for just $399 per month, or save over $4,500 on Outback Touring XT. Supporting local organizations that make a difference in the greater Bangor region. It's your Subaru. Find it at Quirk.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Every day is a Carhartt day. From the lecture hall to the lab, hard work pays off. And whether we're perfecting our designs or just kicking back, we do it in style. Carhartt style. Carhartt from Miller's Workshop in Brewer.
Share the love at Quirk Subaru. Lease a Crosstrek for just $399 per month, or save over $4,500 on Outback Touring XT. Supporting local organizations that make a difference in the greater Bangor region. It's your Subaru. Find it at Quirk.
Back here at the half on Ticket TV, starting off the halftime show as we always do with our University of Maine fan cam. It is presented by Black Bear Nation. Hockey and basketball season is underway up in Orono, and if you want to join the Black Bears for all the game day excitement, head to goblackbears.com for tickets and more information. Go Blue! Welcome into the Quirk Auto Group halftime show here on Ticket TV. It's the Old Town Coyotes leading the Brewer Witches by a score of 34-7. Let's get this halftime show underway with a look at the first half highlights presented by Next Home Experience. Out and running. That was the story for the Coyotes from the jump, Chris.
Yeah, you're probably going to see a few of those type plays here in the beginning, especially as Old Town gets out. And like you said, they rebound, they leak out, and they run.
Loring, one of her few misses in that first half, came at the line, and she followed it up with a made three. Dumont had a couple real nice passes there after entering in the later part of the second quarter.
That's that offense we talked about in pregame. They make you chase them. So if you're not playing fundamental basket line defense, you're going to end up getting beat, and that happened 4 or 5 times there in the first half.
Abby Flagg with a nice stroke near the end of the half. Only 3 of the first half for the Witches. Those halftime highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. Mentioned this is the Quirk Auto Group halftime show. As the Maine weather turns cold, make sure you're ready with a reliable truck or SUV from Quirk Motor City in Bangor. Shop your wide selection of quality pre-owned vehicles built for Maine roads. Get ready for whatever winter brings. It's your truck or SUV. Find it at Quirk Motor City. Time now for the first half recap. And for the Brewer Witches, 4 points for Jill Ford, 3 for Abby Flagg for their total of 7. The Old Town Coyotes led by Taylor Loring, who has 14 after a dozen and came in the first. 8 points for Taylor Madden, 8 points for Emma Ketch. Emma did all her damage in the first quarter as well. And then 2 apiece for Sophie Morgan and Karina Dumont for their total of 34. That halftime recap brought to you by the Furniture Gallery. A new year is here, and at the Furniture Gallery, they have just what you need for a fresh start at home. Out with the old, in with comfort you'll enjoy all year long. At the Furniture Gallery, cozy isn't just a style, it's a feeling. Their amazing selection will make you feel home, make your home feel like your favorite place to be this year. While we have a minute, let's take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule on Ticket TV the rest of the week. We'll be in Hamden coming up on Thursday. Also a game happening tonight in Herman. Good matchup at the top of the Class B boys standings. Number 1 Herman at 7-1 taking on number 4 Coney, also with a record of 7-1 here in the early season. Then it's on to Thursday. Hamden Academy hosting the Ellsworth Eagles in girls basketball. That should be a good matchup. Getting a lot of those in this crossover scheduling with the new conferences here in 25-26. On Friday, the Gardner Tigers come to Herman to take on the Hawk girls at 6:30. And then on Saturday, more girls basketball in Orono, where the Red Riots play host to Foxcroft Academy. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by AM Construction and Roofing. Start the new year with confidence. AM Construction and Roofing, serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. For free quotes, roof replacements when the weather permits, and winter snow removal. Refer a friend and earn $250 cash referral bonus. Visit amconstructionroofing.com. Also brought to you by Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com. We'll take our time out here, get back for the start of the second half. It's Old Town 34, it's Brewer 7, quarter number 3 coming up next on Ticket TV.
Share the love at Quirk Subaru. Lease a Crosstrek for just $399 per month, or save over $4,500 on Outback Touring XT. Supporting local organizations that make a difference in the greater Bangor region. It's your Subaru. Find it at Quirk.
Now open, Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Carhartt, clothing that works as hard as you do. We've got it. Miller's Workshop, for brands that work.
Back here on Ticket TV with about 2 minutes remaining in the half. Just inside of it, the Old Town Coyotes in front of the Brewer Witches 34-7. Coverage tonight brought to you in part by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at thefitchcompany.com. Also brought to you by the Farmer's Table. For home-style cooking, just like Mom makes it, it's the Farmer's Table, 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. Mark Paulette and Chris Hoare on the call of this one for you tonight. Chris, you had keys to the game about 20 minutes ago. What are some keys to the second half after watching the first 16 minutes of this one?
Well, it's a big difference to come back here for Brewer. Not saying it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen all in one possession. So if you're going to try and battle back and at least show you want to compete, it's going to be possession by possession. Both get a stop on the defensive end, control the boards, then get a good offensive possession on the other end. And that's all you can do. You just got to compete on each end and play it one possession at a time, because there isn't a 26-point, 27-point play. It's just not going to happen. It's going to be possession by possession, and you got to stay engaged the whole time. Your season's not over tonight. You got a long season the rest of the way. You're not halfway through now, so you're playing for a lot more than just this one game. This is your chance, especially as we talked about earlier. You got 8 players on your roster. It's hard enough to try and practice with 8 players. This is a great chance. You're competing, you're practicing, you're trying to get better, and you got 5 opponents that you don't see every day. Here's your chance.
And on the other side of things, we kind of saw this take place last night where MDI had a wide advantage at the half. They came out in quarter 3, didn't necessarily rest their starters at the start. They started working on different sets of the game and using it just as that kind of a live practice.
Yeah, and if you're Old Town, I wouldn't say don't do anything different. Don't take your foot off the gas. She's done a great job of mixing her roster. I don't think that's not Old Town's normal starting lineup that they started. They've done a good job mixing, keeping maybe a starter or 2 on the lineup with some kids that come off the bench normally, and the same thing here. So they've done a great job mixing their roster, so keep doing what you're doing.
Brewer only 7 points in that first half, but plenty of offensive rebounds, and another one right there. Abby Flagg chasing it down to start off this second half. Inbound to Chassie, right in front of head coach Tanner Ross. They try to go down low, and it looked like Loring made a great play at the last moment to bat that off the Brewer player and out of bounds. That's what the Old Town bench and Coach Richards is asking, but Stripes saw it a different way. Inbound here to an open Chassie, and it leads to an open 3.
That's a good start for Brewer right there.
Quickly down the other way, Ketch gets a shot up, and Chassie pulls down the rebound. Able to hand it off to Jill Ford before crashing to the court.
I'm sure there was a lot of that discussed at halftime too, is, for Brewer by Coach Ross, is the shot goes up, someone's got to get back. If we're going to offensive rebound and we don't get it, we get a sprint back anyways.
Ford trying to make her way around the lane. She gets cut off by 6 arms from the Coyote, but gets the basketball back. Flagg pounding it into the floor. Now a hand to Chassie. Gilmore tries to get it to Flagg. Picks up her dribble, needs a little help. Goes underneath to O'Donnell, who got the shot up, but it pops off the window. Loring lobbing for Ketch. Retrieves the basketball between her legs. Gets it up off the glass. Count it, and 1. Emma Ketch. First point since the first quarter, but she is now the second scorer into double figures tonight with 10 and a chance to make it 11 at the line.
That was a tough move. She kind of got stuck in that move, as you could see her coming across the top with her elbow. Just was able to avoid head contact with that, so she didn't get the offensive foul and finished with her left hand.
Knocks down the free throw to complete the 3-point play, and the sophomore now with 11. Chassie goes inside to O'Donnell. Good positioning, and that time able to steer it up off the window.
It was a good pass, but even better ball movement by body movement by Madison O'Donnell to open up and give someone for Chassie to pass to.
Flag with a steal, trying to pass it off, and it's picked off. Loring with the steal, bringing it the other way now for the Coyotes. Into the corner, Madden wants 3. No, but an offensive rebound for the Coyotes. Madden inside the arc this time. Doesn't get the shooter's bounce there. Catch looked like she was trying to rebound and get the ball up in one motion. Loring has it over here for a floater. A little scoop shot that time from Morgan. Still with the Coyotes at this end. They recycle it out top to Loring. Down low, Madden with the cut. Can't connect, but a cleanup by Morgan.
You can hear Coach Richards on that possession. They get a little scattered there on their first 2 or 3 passes in their shots, getting them reorganized and yelling their power play. And Madden's one of the best cutters in the league, especially for the offense they run. And she seems to always find the ball on the play side block.
That'd be flagged to trigger the out of bounds for Brewer. O'Donnell catch and shoot 3 and misses everything. Dumont entering the game for the Coyotes with Ketch checking out. Coverage on Ticket TV tonight brought to you in part by Knowlton Automotive, a full-service preventive maintenance and auto repair center, family-owned and operated. Knowlton Auto provides guaranteed service at a fair price, $32.97 Broadway in Kentuskig, or at knowltonautomotive.net. Madden going to work, getting it up off the glass, actually caught a little bit of the rim, and now diving down to the floor to retrieve the loose ball. It's a tie-up, and it'll head back the other direction, but just a great effort there by the senior.
Yeah, and it easily could have been called a foul. Good job by Olivia Gilmore, just making sure she was just not putting her whole body on her enough that they wouldn't call a foul and getting her hands on her. But Madden just diving in, that she's got a nose for the ball.
O'Donnell crosses over from right to left in the lane. Lauren was making the call before the referee even blew the whistle. Clock is running here in the gym. Not sure anyone noticed that through the out of bounds, and now it's not running once we inbounded the basketball.
I think the official caught it.
Yeah, getting that worked out now.
Subbing in for the Witches, number 15, Katrina Cheney, number 20, Lily Clark.
While we have a moment here, let's send you off to a picture-in-picture break on Ticket TV. Keeping an eye on the action right here in Brewer. Back with the commentary in just a moment.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Back here in Brewer. Taylor Loring knocking down a 3 while we were away. First bucket of the second half, now up to 17 points for the game, 42-12. The lead for the Coyotes. 3:40 and counting here in the third. Loring has it on the left perimeter, driving in, and how's that? Little scoop shot, finger roll with the defense, trying to close down, just kisses it off the window.
I've seen her shoot the floater with the overhand style, and I thought for sure that's how she'd shoot that, because that's a tough one to get off going scoop like that, especially going with your inside hand to the left. And she's got all the skills.
Making a play for 20 tonight. Hanging out right now with 19. Down low, getting fouled on the take by the for the Witches that time is Clark. Lily, the sophomore, will head to the line shooting 2.
Foul number 2, Taylor Madden, her first, team third.
Coyotes with 2 scores in double figures tonight. You got Loring with 17, Ketch with 11 so far. Loring actually second on the team for the season average behind Taylor Madden. Scores just north of 13 a game, and then you get Loring at 12.9, Ketch behind her at 12.6. Different ways to attack you for the Coyotes, and head coach Richards, as the ball's brought into Flag, over to Ford quickly in the corner. Open look at 3 for O'Donnell. No, but another offensive rebound for the Witches. Immediately taken away by Ketch. Loring trying to get it down low to Dumont, but too high on the pass and out of play. Actually, it'll stay down here. Took a Brewer deflection along the way. Inbound to a wide open Dumont at the back door.
Yeah, someone got lost on the screen there because 99% of most out of bounds plays on the baseline have someone run to the backside block and the play side.
Another takeaway here for the Coyotes. Loring head up, getting it ahead to Madden. Trying to drop it off to Dumont. Oh, does everything but the finish, trying to go under the rim. Loring for a deep 3, cleans it up. Taylor Loring now with 22 tonight.
Yeah, you can't give her an inch of space. She's quick at getting it off, and just great touch.
And a poke, a steal. Loring ahead of the pack, and 2 more points to her credit. 10-point third quarter now for the senior point guard. Ford going to work, trying to spin around on the baseline, gets the shot away. Brewer tips it out, but it may spring an Old Town break. Loring picks up the basketball, goes right to the window. She got a bump and will head to the line.
She likes these odd quarters because she had 12 in the first quarter. Just a quiet 2 in the second quarter.
She's taking her turns, 1 quarter scoring, the next facilitating, getting her teammates involved as Brewer gets ready to bring 3 players into the game.
At the line shooting 2, number 10, Taylor Loring.
Nothing but net on the first attempt. Coverage tonight of Ticket TV brought to you in part by American Made Home Goods. Stop by AMHG Works, 36 Springer Drive in the Rennie's Plaza in Bangor. They have goods from all 50 states. We're also brought to you by the Back Alley Bar and Grill. If you're hungry after the game, swing by the Back Alley Restaurant, attached to the Family Fun Bowling Center, where good times roll at 15 Hildreth Street in Bangor. A dozen in the first, a dozen in the third for Loring. 26 of Old Town's 53 so far tonight. Another takeaway by this relentless Coyote defense, and Dumont gets called for a travel. She's asking what she did. Referee nods her head yes. Not sure Karina agrees with the call. .7 left here in the third as Brewer inbounds it to Flag. A little up fake. Got a catch off the spot, now dribbling out top. Gilmore finds some space and puts it up. Fighting for the rebound like she does on just about every possession and crashing to the court. O'Donnell shows ball, gives a little fake, and a knocking down along two.
O'Donnell can score. She scored 10 quick points for Brewer against Ellsworth the other night, and some from the inside, some from the outside. She does it multiple ways.
Dumont lobbing it in to catch, goes over the rim on the take, and now Brewer a chance for the final shot of the quarter. And we get an offensive foul going against the Witches, so with 8.2 remaining, a chance now for Old Town to have the final shot of the period.
Fouls on the Witches, number 14, Carmen King, her first, team 4.
In the hands of Loring, crosses the timeline with 6.5, goes down low to an open Dumont, who looked like she was looking for the kick out, just gets the shot off, but leaves it a little short. Coyotes with a little bit of confusion on that final possession of the third quarter, but they've got a healthy lead heading to the fourth. It's Old Town 53, Brewer 14. Fourth quarter up next on Ticket TV.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Back here in Brewer with the fourth quarter, 5 seconds old. Madden with the basketball. One of the Coyote starters still out there. Morgan works it to Dumont in the corner. Out top, Jalen Tebow, freshman, one of the new Coyotes out there. Dumont gets it off to Catch for a nice looking jumper just beyond the free throw line. Catch is up to 13 tonight, so she's beyond her scoring average of 12.6 per game. At the other end, Chassie gets free. And it's the smallest player on the court, the freshman, coming out with a rebound. Tebow into the front court. Dumont out top for Madden, who retrieves back near the timeline.
Isn't that kind of like the small animals hang out by the giraffe? So
yeah,
all
exactly.
the stuff that hangs down and falls down to the ground, they don't have to reach for. It's kind of the same thing.
Get lost down there, just clean everything up.
That's right.
Got a whistle underneath, and Gabby Chassie dealing with a little bit of a vision issue. Might have got poked. Not sure what's going on there. And she is having to make her way off the court right now. Motioning to her eye, it looked like. 6:44 left in the contest tonight. 55-14, the Old Town lead. Out of bounds play coming up here for the Coyotes. Not sure what happened in our broadcast booth, Chris, as The Brewer player had to leave the court possibly with something in her eye. All of a sudden, mine just started flushing and trying to see through some tears up here. I think I've got the situation resolved and can now see the game that we're calling.
I'm still trying to get used to these progressive lenses that if I look at the wrong angle, everything's blurry.
Flag with a good-looking take from the right wing, and it's another rebound for Tebow. Trying to work it down low to Dumond, and Gilmore comes up with the steal. Ford out top. Gilmore giving some instruction. Bouncing down to O'Donnell, who spins in and gets the shot up. And 2 more for the sophomore.
And she's got this way of making these quick little fast tweak moves, and all of a sudden she's by you, and the move wasn't really anything impressive. She's just so quick at it.
Bouncer down low to Madden, who goes off the top of the backboard. And O'Donnell able to reach up high for the rebound. Ford attacks, and as the shot deflected, blocked down into the waiting arms of Madden. Madden all the way before dropping off to Dumond, who scores at the window.
Number 32, Karina Dumont.
Gilmore decides on the right hand dribble down the lane, picked up by O'Donnell before going out of bounds, and she'll earn herself a trip to the line.
That was pretty good ball movement with Brewer. There was a lot of east-west, but finally what happened was a little lane opened up, and that was by Gilmore actually countering back the other way and then countering back again and seeing the lane line. Just ran into some help defense.
The shot no good. Auto Radiator Services has been serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years. For general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters, call 942-4554 or stop by at 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. Burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser, Maniac Snack Shack, and Sniff and Snack, because best friends snack together. Find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and for hounds. And your go-to basketball season treat is Sweet Frog. As O'Donnell hits the second, before or after the game, swing by 878 Sweet Bee, Stillwater Avenue, to pile up the delicious froyo with all your favorite toppings. Travel gives the ball back to the Witches with 4:04 to play. Official timeout. Over in the corner. For over 40 years, Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. Ford on the attack before giving it off for a mid-range jumper, offside rim that time for Carmen King. Coach Richards has her starters back out there, at least some of them. Loring back out on the court.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Mixing and matching a little bit rather than going entirely to a bench unit.
And that's a hard thing because you're trying to give, maybe some of the younger kids that don't play as much their minutes, trying to give them a chance to play with some of the kids that play a little bit longer, play more minutes, and easier to get into the flow a little bit.
Long 2 on the way. too strong, and another rebound to O'Donnell.
Especially if they're a position team where, okay, we have a point guard, we have a wing, forward, center, and maybe the kids coming off the bench don't have all those positions filled, so.
O'Donnell, right elbow jumper, comes up short. Bouncing out of play with 2:53 to go. Took a deflection along the way, so it'll stay down here with Brewer. Call Novus Auto Glass today at 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. Bangor Window Shade and Drapery offers custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings at 105 Main Street in downtown Bangor. A scoop and nearly a score there for the Coyotes. Unable to finish off the layup was Nevea Manos, excuse me. Lauren wants another three after re-entering the game, and why not? Up to 29 after that last triple. By my count, her 5th of the game. 2 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 here, and Jill Ford with an answer. Push here going against King with 2:15 to play. Old Town by 40. This contest on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Resto Pros. When disaster strikes, leaks, water damage, or major message, call Resto Pros. They handle cleanup and rebuilds and work directly with your insurance. Olivia Ketch getting in on the scoring. Her sister's got 13. That's Olivia's first bucket of the night. Cheney skips it back to Ford. Ford around a little screen, wants another three. Too strong, and a rebound to Heitman. Banker at the baseline after the miss on the last possession. Manos with her first 2 right there.
That was a tougher shot for her, too. The angle wasn't quite there, and she was able to get it off the glass and in.
Ooh, Ford with a nice step through, but just left the shot a little short. Lauren gets it up ahead, and leaving the shot short was Madden. Grace Madden, sophomore guard in the game for the Coyotes. Cheney trying to bounce it down low. We got a kick ball violation with 65 seconds left. Premium Choice Broadband is family owned and locally operated, offering affordable high-speed internet across Maine for over a decade. When you call, you get a live person because of them, your family, not just a member. Learn more at premiumchoicebroadband.com. Greater Bangor, Bangor Mall Cinemas has been Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. They feature luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Some whistles coming into play here, which is allowing me to tell you about Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. For takeouts, call 947-5000 or go to unos.com. Catch trying to find a cutter in the lane, picked off by Brewer. Ford, another nice move, and this time she pays it off. Final half minute tonight in Brewer. It has been all Coyotes from the jump. They outraced Brewer 24-2 in that first quarter and have not looked back since. A whistle with 18.4 here.
Yeah, it was a ferocious pace to start the game, and from the transition offense to how they played in the half-court defense, it just was relentless to Brewer from the start, and just Brewer couldn't really get anything going because of it, and Old Town couldn't miss in the beginning.
Speaking of the fine town of Brewer, check out Quality Automotive right here in Brewer, where reliable service meets expert care. From routine maintenance to major repairs, their team keeps your vehicle running right. Experience the quality automotive difference at 13 Abbott Street. Visit qualityautomotiveme.com. The Coyotes let the final seconds tick off. There's the buzzer. And Old Town improves to 7-2 with a 64-22 victory here in Brewer over the Witches. Don't go anywhere. We got the post-game show coming up right around the corner on Ticket TV.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back only at McDonald's.
Share the love at Quirk Subaru. Lease a Crosstrek for just $399 per month, or save over $4,500 on Outback Touring XT. Supporting local organizations that make a difference in the greater Bangor region. It's your Subaru. Find it at Quirk.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Celebrate store-wide savings at the Furniture Gallery this holiday season. Grand deals in honor of the grand opening of our 4th location in Topsom. Need a new bed? Purchase a king mattress for the price of a queen, or take advantage of 18-month special financing on select mattresses. The Furniture Gallery has just what you need at prices that fit your budget. Enjoy grand opening savings at all 4 locations, and be sure to visit our new store in the Topsom Fair Mall. The best value for your money is always at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, North Windham, and now Topsom.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back only at McDonald's.
Welcome back to Brewer, and welcome into the McDonald's post-game show here on Ticket TV after the Old Town Coyotes score a 64-22 win tonight over the Witches to improve to 7-2. Brewer falls to 1-8 in this crossover matchup. Let's get this post-game show underway. First, I'll tell you about some fine sponsors here of Ticket TV, including Angela's Pizzeria. If you're on the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, try Angela's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. Madden Generator Services. Winter storms are blitzing in. Don't let your power get sagged. Call Dakota at Madden Generator Services for expert installation and rock-solid maintenance. Keep the lights on and the heat rolling at 951-4668. Madden Generator Services. Power you can count on. All right, let's get to those post-game highlights presented by Next Home Experience. Taylor Loring will be seeing and hearing more from her in this post game.
Yeah, showing her ability to create space with a step back, a little behind the back, and then pull up 18-foot jump shot.
Feed to catch right there. Missing at the line and then stepping out for three here. Coyotes had it working tonight. They outscored Brewer 24-2 in the first quarter. They would end up extending that 22-point margin all the way out to 42 by the time it was all said and done.
And Taylor Madden doing her thing. Very rarely do you see Old Town standing around offensively. They're always moving, and they're moving with a purpose.
Chassie with a three from the right wing.
It's good to see her get one. She had a couple good looks early in the first half and couldn't get it to fall.
Catch with a big game there. Came out firing in the first quarter with 8 quick points.
Yeah, that was the first one she actually get into a post position. I think the first 4 or 6 points she had, she just got in transition with Loring finding her running out ahead.
Yep. Great look to Dumont out of bounds play. Loring showing off the defensive specialty there as well with the steal. She probably had half a dozen of those tonight.
Yeah. And Kat showing her range. She doesn't have to be 2 feet from the hoop. She can actually make a basket from 16 feet. That's a luxury to have. If you have a big player, you can pull another defending big player out.
Those highlights presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Tonight's coverage also brought to you by Dairy Queen. Get a DQ treat today at the Old Town Dairy Queen. And by Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. It's time now for the game recap. And the Brewer Witches, they were led by 9 points from Jill Ford, 7 for Madison O'Donnell, 3 for Abby Flagg, and 3 for Gabby Chassie for their total of 22. The Old Town Coyotes were paced by 29 for Taylor Loring, 13 for Emma Ketch, 8 for Taylor Madden, which all came in the first half. And then we had 6 for Karina Dumont off the bench, 4 for Sophie Morgan, 2 for Nevaeh Manos, and 2 for Olivia Ketch for their total of 64. Game recap brought to you by the Furniture Gallery. Time now for a timeout. When we come back, we have to award play and player of the game, as well as a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule the rest of the week and credit where it's due tonight in Brewer. That's all around the corner on Ticket TV.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia.
You'll do better at Darling's.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
brand name footwear for hardworking days and laid back nights. We've got it. Miller's Workshop, Acme Road in Brewer, for brands that work.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Adventure. It's in our DNA. From cross-country road trips to quiet mornings on Maine lakes. For over 25 years, Harvey RV and Marine has been in the business of bringing big dreams to life. To the 1,000 new adventure lovers that chose us this year, thank you for trusting us, for embracing new friends, and reminding us that in Maine, adventure isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Choose your adventure at Harvey RV and Marine, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
Share the love at Quirk Subaru. Lease a Crosstrek for just $399 per month, or save over $4,500 on Outback Touring XT. Supporting local organizations that make a difference in the greater Bangor region. It's your Subaru. Find it at Quirk.
Back here in Brewer in the post-game show on Ticket TV, the McDonald's post-game show. Making bold moves to put value back on the menu. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's, Main Street and Union Street, Bangor, Wilson Street and Brewer to find offers you won't want to miss. Tonight's coverage also presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. And presented by Bangor Savings Bank. They've helped New Englanders achieve their goals since 1852 because of Bangor Savings Bank. You matter more. Whether planning for today or tomorrow, they're here with a personalized service and commitment to what matters most to you. Visit Bangor.com. All right, time now to award our play and player of the game. And as was the case with James Witham from MDI last night, Chris, another tandem play and player. We got Taylor Loring as tandem was the wrong word to pick there. The solo tandem tonight.
Yeah, you really couldn't go wrong. She dominated the game from the start, just like you said about James Witham last night. If she wasn't scoring, she had a hand in a lot of what the team was doing to score, both defensively, getting the ball and pushing it up, and 29 points. It's a lot of points, but they scored a lot of points as a team, and like I said, she had her hand in a lot of the rest of the team scoring.
Here's our play of the game because this was kind of a tone setter early on, presented by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales. She missed at the line, one of her rare misses in the first quarter, stepped out and knocked down a three right off the offensive rebound. That was as part of a 12-point first quarter. She'd then come back to score another dozen in the third.
Yeah, she started the game with 2 dimes, like you said, 2 great assists in transition, just like that. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be her point guard game. And next thing you know, it's 29 points and
popping off for a season high tonight in Brewer. Taylor Loring, our player of the game. Player of the game is presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Tonight's coverage also presented by Darlings in Bangor. They have you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. And Eastern Maine Community College is where every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Let's take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule the rest of the week on Ticket TV. We got one in action right now up in Herman, top of the Class B boys standings, where the Hawks and Conies are battling to a tight affair. 2-point game at last update from up in Herman. Then on Thursday, we'll be in Hamden for, I believe that's some girls basketball actually, between the Broncos and the Ellsworth Eagles. Then on Friday, Gardner making the trip up to Herman for some girls basketball at 6:30. And Saturday, the Orono Red Riots host the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Tonight's coverage has been brought to you by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969, and also by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, they've been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment at deansdetailing.com. Levesque Business Solutions is your one-stop source for office equipment at 942-2226. And by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Only thing left to do now is give credit to our crew around the grounds here in Brewer. Small crew working the operation tonight. Marcus Caesar doing a nice job directing and producing. He was our tech supervisor. Max Pottle whipped up the graphics. Jay Baines on scoreboard. Quentin Tidwell, our camera operator. And Chris Hoare, my broadcast partner, once again on this dominant victory by the Coyotes tonight in Brewer. 64-22 the final as Old Town improves to 7-2. The Witches fall to 1-8. For our Ticket TV crew, I'm Mark Paulette signing off tonight in Brewer. High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darling's Auto Group. You'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, North Windham, and Topsom. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Praise Auto Sales, over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit praiseautosales.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, start your future at emcc.edu. Bangor Savings Bank since 1852. At Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. Visit bangor.com. And Quirk Auto Group. It's your truck or SUV. Find it at Quirk. Online at quirkauto.com. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by UMaine Online, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, The Fitch Company, AM Construction and Roofing, Back Alley Bar and Restaurant, Madden Generator Services, UMaine Athletics, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Novus Auto Glass, Union Street Towing, Doors Equipment, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Premium Choice Broadband, Resto Pros, Hartford's Auto Service, Old Town Redemption Center, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place and Polish, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Hillside Athletics, Sweet Frog, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Auto Radiator Services, Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack, Autumn of Life Home Care, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Harvey RV and Marine, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, W.S. Emerson, Midcoast Denture Design, First National Bank, Hudson University, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High school sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.